Hello students, welcome to Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School online classes. Today we are going to start session 1 of unit 2, stress management and its techniques. So in this chapter we are going to understand what is stress management and what are the various techniques in order to cope up with the stress. Before discussing that, let us understand what is the meaning of stress. As we all know that in our life we have various situations. Some situations give us pain and anxiety, unmet expectations, failures, fears and loss. Sometimes people have past bitter experiences, sometimes good experiences. So the atmosphere which leads to a state of emotional disturbance in our mind is known as stress. Stress can be viewed as a disease, like we have normal diseases like fever, cold, cough. Stress can also be viewed as a disease that affects the people of all age groups. They can be adolescents, youth, the elderly, and even the children nowadays. It often leads to addiction, loneliness, and mannerism, antisocial mannerism that gives rise to various ailments like headache, nausea, degradation of the cognitive abilities, and heart related problems. Now, what is the definition of stress? It can be defined as a reaction to any external stimuli that triggers the changes in one's personality. Due to any emotional disturbance in our mind, our behavior changes. So, the reaction to any external change that leads to the changes in our own personality, that is known as stress. And there are some factors which contribute to stress, like threats, dangerous situations, irrational demands, societal peer pressure, unrealistic goals, expectations, bad experiences, financial loss, and your discrimination. So, these are some of the factors that contribute to stress, and these factors are known as the stressors. Every person goes through a stressful phase in his or her life, and he needs to manage the stress in order to live a healthy life. Because if the stress is over, if we have over stress in our life, then we may not be able to live the life fully. We only may survive. So, in order to be stress free, we need to have good physical, emotional behavior, and mental health of oneself. Okay. Now, stress does not always have a negative impact. Sometimes the stress is useful to us if it is at a limited point of time. Like it is for some amount of time, like a student has an exam and he is preparing himself. He is having stress that he needs to get the good marks in the exam. So he is preparing himself. He is preparing his time, that how much time he needs to give to each and every subject. So after the exam he gets the good marks and he feels happy. So this much amount of stress is good if that stress is preparing you to perform well or pushing your limits. But sometimes if the stress is over and it may lead to the problems in the body and to other emotional disturbances, then that stress is harmful. Here we have one more example, like suppose three students scored the poor grades in a test. Now our attitude also depends how we deal with the stress. The three students who have got the less marks in a test, they may respond differently to the one situation. Like the first child may have the carefree attitude, he doesn't care whether he has got good marks or not. The second one may be a little disappointed, and the third one may feel a little frightened by his result. He may blame himself and find it difficult to cope up with the situation, and this can increase his stress levels. And so the situation is same, but the response is different for all the three students. Now, what is the meaning of stress management? Stress management basically refers to the techniques that enable a person to cope up with the psychological stress effectively. All the tools and mechanisms that elevate the chronic stress, which otherwise proves to be a very lethal disease, that is known as stress management. We have learned about the stress, emotional disturbance caused by the external changes, and which can lead to many diseases. Now, to manage these things is known as the stress management. Now, second point is the importance of stress management. What is the importance? That is why we should manage the stress. Because the first point is that it allows a person to react positively in the stressful situation, right? Second is it provides the ways to measure the different level of stress. If any person is having stress, so that person needs, if it is a high level of stress, that person needs to go to a psychologist and get the medicines. And if it is a low level of stress, that can be cured by love and care and support of the family. It helps to identify the different stressors. Like stress management, if we do, it helps us to identify what are the factors which are causing the stress. Either they are good or they are bad. Either they are in the one's own mind, or they are triggered from the external situations. So what are the different type of that stressors? One is the positive stressors, which is good for you, which pushes your limits and makes you to work good in any situation. Next is the dangerous stressor, which will lead to the stressful situation. And third one is the irrelevant stressor, that is we are stressing on any particular type of work we don't know that whether that work will be good or not, but in our mind we are just stressing without any reason, right? After successfully recognizing the stressors, the stress management provides practical measures to target those stressors, right? Next we have a stress management technique. Now we have learned that what is stress, we have learned what is stress management, and why it is important to manage the stress. Now we are going to learn some techniques with the help of which the stress can be managed. We all know that support of the family is very much important. Along with that, we have some different techniques. Like first we have is physical exercise. In the picture you can see here, the people are doing the exercise which makes our mind stronger and better. The very first point it is mentioned is it releases the endomorphins. Endomorphins are the chemicals in the brain that act as a natural painkiller, and they eradicate insomnia. The people who are not able to sleep, if they do the physical exercise, it will improve their health a lot. Next, sometimes in the frustrating situation, a person starts feeling stressed out. So the more vigorous forms of exercises like weight training provides a way to vent out negative feelings. Next, it makes a person sturdy and helps him to tackle the stressful situation positively. It improves the state of body, as fit body is always be able to manage the stress in a better manner. Also, if we are able to manage the stress with the help of physical exercise, it increases our self-confidence and self-esteem as well. Next we have is yoga. Now yoga is considered to be the finest legacy of the Indian culture. Every year we celebrate Yoga Day, and yoga we have seen that it is very much practiced nowadays. It gives us sound sleep, it helps in the reduction in the cortisol, that is the stress hormone level, and gives us a sense of happiness and removal of different ailments from the body. If any person does yoga daily, then there cannot be any disease which can touch his or her body. It enables you to focus on the present, and we have emotional control on ourselves. So these are some of the benefits of yoga. So we have learned about the two techniques, physical exercise and yoga, to avoid the condition of stress or to manage the stress. The third technique is meditation. Now meditation, as we all know, it has been a part of our tradition for thousands of years, and it brings positivity in one's life and helps to restore calm and peace in our life. So during meditation, one needs to focus on a single point, that is chanting of any mantra or any image like this. Okay. So what are the benefits of meditation? You can see here the picture of meditation. First of all, it helps the individual to focus on the present. It helps us to build the traits like tolerance, to remain calm, to be creative and imagine anything. It helps to change the perspective towards the life, that is we become more optimistic towards the life, we start living the life. It provides a sense of motivation and reduces the negative feelings, and we are very much aware about ourselves. The next technique to manage the stress is vacations with friends and family, which is a very nice technique. As we all know that when we go with our daily, we are equipped with our household work or with our office work. Though it is nowadays work from home, that is online we are doing, but still the work is done regularly. So sometimes we need to vent out our negative feelings, or we are frustrated, or we are tired. So we need to go to manage the stress, we need to go with our friends and family on the vacations. So there are also some benefits of vacations with friends and family. First of all, we come to know about their different hobbies, interests. We click photograph with them, which becomes the memories. It develops a sense of self-inspiration and creativity. We get to know a lot about our friends and family, and accordingly we also think that we may also do these things, or should not do these things in our life. So it develops a sense of self-inspiration and socializing, and fosters a feeling of unity, because we meet after a long time. So people like cousins and all, they become united, integrity is there, cooperation is there, and it is a regenerating experience. You feel fresh after these type of experiences. Okay, and the next technique for the managing stress is taking the nature walks. That is, sometimes you must be going for a walk in the park or somewhere else, so it calms the troubled mind. The benefits are such as like it calms the troubled mind, improves the positivity and mental well-being, builds a sense of creativity, motivation and strength, and it uses the basic quality of living in harmony, peace and cooperation. Daily, if you go for at least half an hour with your parents or relatives or friends to a park or any such natural place, you will automatically feel that in the greenery of the nature your stress is getting decreased and your health is improving. So these are some of the techniques which help us to manage the stress, like nature walks, vacations with friends and family, yoga, meditation and physical exercise. So with this we have completed the chapter. Complete the exercise in the book itself and do the question answers after giving a thorough reading to the chapter in your notebook. Thank you students. Have a good day. I'll meet you again in the next class.